Are you somebody who took a small break from PSO2, or are you somebody who is still playing PSO2 and just needs some tips to help you get ready for the soon to be released episode 6 of PSO2? Do you need help figuring out what equipment to get, how to get them? Well, this is the video for you, because today we are going to cover everything you need to know and what weapons and units you need to be going after to get prepared for episode 6. But before we hop into that, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you do the like, favorite, subscribe, hit some bells, and, give some compliment to my little Gwen Weeple, because he eat them alive every single day. So make sure you do that. And with that, let's go ahead and hop into everything you need to know about getting ready for episode 6. And the fourth thing you can do is get your weapon upgraded and ready to be upgraded any further coming in episode 6. So the fourth thing we want to do here is go over here, talk to a Zig, and from here pick whatever weapon that you crash use. In the case of mine is a twin machine gun. And as you can see, we have a whole bunch of new weapons being added here. And the main ones you want to keep an eye out here is gonna be the Louis L weapon type and the Atlas type, because coming soon in episode 6 we will have ability to actually combine the item to make a more powerful version. So you need to probably start trying to get your hands on both of these, but for the time being, if you just want to get the more powerful right now, of course go with your Atlas weapon. And to actually get it do require a few things, such as a plus 35 in valve, chronostone, some gold, and some sapphire. And to get these are not the most difficult thing to do, because the most simple way elite for the weapon is by going to 10 over here in the main lobby and going to collection photo, and you want to go to collection photo the 15.3, and from here go ahead and find whatever version of the weapon you are needing to upgrade here. And the thing to keep in mind here is that the items are not actually dropped. This is going to require some heavy grinding, so that will end up capping out at 30. So to actually get it to the plus 35, you are going to need 5 more of the exact same weapon to get it to plus 35. So make sure you do enough of these to get you a grand total of 6 of whatever weapon you are trying to do. And to get the item quickly in your photo, all you want to do is head on over to any of your desks where you take your quests, and you want to take part in battle quests. And these are actually a really good way to get your collection photos up quickly. It don't really matter what version you do here. Might it be the plus 3 or the normal 3. So we just can go ahead and do a normal 3 here to do a showcase of how much you can get added to your collection photo just by taking part in battle quests. And once you are actually done with your battle quests, you are going to go ahead and click forward, and as you can see, the weapons that in the collection photo actually go up dramatically. So after wanting the battle quest a handful of times, you can very quickly get through these and get the items unlocked. And once you have your duplicates or your items unlocked you needing, all you have to do from there is run on over here to the grinding lady or gentleman, depending on who here at the moment, and grind your weapons all the way up to plus 35. Which, if you need more information on how to do that, I do got a video all about that. Links in the description above my head and below, as far of teaching you how to actually break the weapon limit to get to 35. So once you actually get to 35 in your valve weapon, you might be wondering how to get your hands on the stone that you need to actually upgrade it. This is a very simple one. This is one you will get once you hit level 35 in a weapon. You will run over here and talk to the keeper, and she will in return give you a reward for getting a valve weapon to plus 35, which will have that stone attached, and you will be ready to go. With that being said, you can also get the item through some origin quests and a handful of other titles. This is just the easier way to get it, and also it in the process you need to do to get the weapons. So how about the gold and the sapphire? How exactly you can go about getting them is made up of a few ways. The most simple way will be, of course, running over to your personal shop and just finding it and buying them off the auction house, since players are dropping them elite pretty heavily on ship 1 anyway. So you can go ahead and buy you a handful for roughly 1,000 Meseta, give or take, depending on the market at the moment. And then another way to actually go about doing this is by going to your terminal inside of your personal housing, and by going to crafting, and by making sure you go ahead and do DIY and dismantle some weapons. So the weapons will give you different materials, as you can see below in the information bar, but just know most of the will require some higher level and some higher rarity item to actually get you gold or sapphire, or you can go another way, which is mainly by breaking down some of the lower levels, so the level 8 or 9 rarity items, and you will get your hands on a few materials that you will then go ahead and take to the swap shop in the gate area down by the big TV screen, and you will see a character here with the swap shop. And by talking to them and by going to crafting shop 1, you will see here you can in return trade some of your other items that you don't need to get other materials. So this is actually going to come in handy depending on whatever weapon type you are going for. But in the case of that, with the Atlas, you will need, of course, a gold and sapphire, and you can go ahead and you can trade some of these here, which you will see require 10 of the material for 1 of the materials you need. So this is still gonna take some time and some heavy grinding, but this is a good way to do it, either by breaking down weapon, trading them here, or to trade up buying them from the auction house. And once you have all your material and the items are not locked or equipped, you want to go ahead and come back to Zig, go to whatever weapon you are trying to trade, and go ahead and trade him all the materials that he needs to give you that weapon. So once again, you want to go for Atlas, and if you want to be more future proofing for upcoming episode 6 or anything beyond, make sure you get yourself the Luma and the Atlas weapon. And from here, you are pretty much good on weapon for the time being. So let's go ahead and discuss some units. So there are a few types of units that you can actually get your hands on here that will future-proof you for the most part. The most obvious one is we'll be talking to Sid again and looking at these pieces and looking at what you need to get your hands on the pieces add-on for your back, legs, and arm, which are all fine and dandy, but once again will require you to do some grinding for some of these Queesid booster. But there is another item that is roughly about the same, and honestly will probably be way more easier for you to get your hands on, and also will help you actually unlock the equipment. Now, what you want to do to actually get your hands on the items, upstairs in the shopping plaza over to the butter metal lady, and by talking to her and going down to a chain butter metal for limited item, you can go ahead and get your hands on the Levita units. So these will be, of course, your arms, legs, and back, and the items all required to unlock the upgrades that Zig have. But with that said, the items are honestly really good as is without upgrading. Not meaning you don't need to upgrade them, but just know the item will do the job and be head over a lot of the unit inside of PSO as of right now. So these are fantastic unit to get your hands on to get ready for episode 6, and also to work on farming them out into getting the net upgrade. But as you can see, each of these require 50 butter metal, which you can get your hands on by just doing butter missions. And by completing the butter, you will be rewarded with decent amounts of metals, and by saving them up, you can get your hands on all 3 of the unit for only 150 butter metals. And there is some of the advice I have to give as far as being prepared for episode 6, or begin the grinding to hopefully take advantage of some of the stuff that will be added inside episode 6 when it comes, hopefully here soon. Hopefully, if you find it helpful, you will make sure to do the like, favorite, subscribe. Let me down below in the comments if you have any other tips for returning players or players that are in the game right now that will help them get ready for episode 6. This is just my opinion. Let me know your below. And with that, that will do it for me. And before I go, don't forget I do stream here on YouTube every Saturday and Sunday starting at 3 p.m. Central. And with that, I will see you all in the comments.